Today's lesson is about tithing. That's right. Now, I know we've talked about giving of 10% of your earnings. We talked about that last week and the week before. And we're going to keep talking about it till y'all get it right.
We never get tired of that subject because the Lord says you must store up treasures in heaven and not on earth.
That's right. That's why there's a hole in the ozone layer now. Because y'all being tardy with your payments. That's right. Now, some of you been trying to skate by on 5 and 6%.
Nice try, but you cannot fool the Lord.
Now, I'm going to read off some names right now, and I want you to stand up when you hear your name. Raymond Gary.
Up on your feet.
Dorothy Bell.
Rise and shine.
Joe Wilson.
No, Joe.
Now, your checks have bounced. Get out. I rebuke you. Get out and take your fat wife with you. Go on. Get on out of here. That's a sin. That's an unforgivable sin.
All right. So in the news today, we have the viral video going around of Pastor Marvin Winans, who told this lady who came up to generously give to the church over $1,200 that she was out of order because she literally gave out of order. Now, there's more context to the video that was clipped up, right? Because the viral clip, all we saw was the snippet that I'm about to show you right now, which, here, let's watch it together. This was the viral clip that everybody, I'm sure, has seen.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
So that was the context of the video, and rightfully so, everybody was like, hey, what the hell is going on here? Now, I done told y'all about these churches, right? I done told y'all about these cult member like churches, right? I done told y'all about how they operate, and I done told y'all about these pastors, okay? But the interesting thing was that wasn't the full video. And so if it's one thing that church people is going to do, if it's one thing they're going to do, they're going to show up to defend pastor. They going to defend pastor like the Romans defended their empire. They going to defend pastor and have love for pastor. A lot of these people, a lot of these church members have more love for pastor than they have for Christ, the God they're supposed to be serving, right? Because they want to please God. And for them, pleasing God is pleasing pastor. So whatever pastor say goes. So, of course, this went viral, went off the rails, and everybody was disgusted at what they had seen, because everybody's thought process was, this woman just gave over $1,200. You should be happy with that. Because the clip made it seem like, oh, you didn't give enough. I told you to give $2,000. You only gave $1,200. Well, that wasn't exactly what happened. I'm going to show you the full context of the video, of the clip, so that we can get a little bit better understanding of what was said. And then we're going to go from there.
We're going to do this a couple of ways. Those that have the 1,000 plus 1, that means you're coming with your 1,000 that you're giving, plus you've asked someone else to give. Now, you don't have to stop at 1,000, and we're going to deal. So in other words, if you say, Pastor Winans, I'm coming with my 1,000 plus another 3,000, then you'll say that. You understand? And if you didn't get the plus 1, but you maybe came with $250, you're going to come say that this is my 1,000 plus 250. You with me? And we're going to go all the way down. So I need you, in order for this to work, I need you to come when you're called with the offering that you're bringing. We're going to do this.
All right. So I'm gonna let this
a couple of ways.
I'm gonna pause the audio. So everybody came out and tried to defend Pastor Marvin Winans. And it's funny that we had another Marvin just a few months ago, right? First we had Marvin Sapp close the doors.
I was taught a long time ago that it costs to sit up here. There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together.
Y'all remember that? First, we had Marvin Sapp telling people to close the doors because he hadn't received enough money. And now we have Marvin Winans in another situation where he has told someone and given his church and his congregation specific instructions on how to give their offering to the church. Let me ask you all a question. Do y'all really think God needs y'all $1,000? Do y'all really think God is the one that's asking? You really think he's telling these pastors and placing it on their hearts to tell y'all to give them $2,000? Because let's just deal with the premise here, which is he told his congregation to give 1,000 and told them to ask someone else to give 1,000 as well. So he wanted not only his congregation members to give the 1,000, but he then wanted his congregation members to go out there and panhandle their friends, family, whoever they could get to also donate to this church. Which, by the way, this church has been literally being built. This church has been under construction for 20 years. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and look it up. This church is in Detroit, where I'm from. So I know how big and ugly that his church is. And he's been building it since 2008 when Obama was in office. This church has been under construction for 20 years to the point to where the city actually sued him because it was an eyesore and there wasn't anything happening with the church for years. It was just sitting there. And the city actually sued him. Now he only recently started reconstruction on the church to get it up to par or code. But this special offering ceremony that he was holding was supposed to be so that his people, his congregation, could give to him and give to the church so that they could have the sanctuary finished in the church. I don't know who's worse, him or Umar. Because Umar might have been collecting money for 10 years. He's been collecting money for 20. What I tell y'all about these pulpit pimps. It's dangerous to get caught up in these church cults, y'all. Because if it's one thing that they're going to do, guess what? They're going to still give. And they interviewed this lady. I'm going to show you the interview. They interviewed her afterwards and asked her how she felt about it. I'm going to ask y'all a question before we watch it. What y'all think she said? What y'all think she said? Do y'all think she had anything disparaging to say about her dear pastor? Of course not. Don't be silly. Don't be ridiculous. She would never say anything against a man of God. Let's get to it.
We need to clear up a major misunderstanding that's gone viral on social media.
On Sunday, Pastor Marvin Winans hosted a day of giving. Members of Perfecting Church were asked to donate $1,000 and raise another $1,000 to help finish the new sanctuary in Detroit and support their community programs. Pastor Winans asked those giving $2,000 or more to come to the front of the church first, with others following, from the largest donors to those donating as little as $1.62. But one member, Roberta McCoy, went viral after someone posted video of her coming to the front with less than $2,000, claiming she was rebuked by Pastor Winans. I spoke exclusively with both Pastor Winans and Roberta McCoy, who says she's been attacked online since that video began spreading. You're the woman in that viral video.
Right.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me. Now, there's a difference. There was a correction because let me clearly state that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that, so I was calling them by increments. And we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call, and that's all that was.
Roberta told me Pastor Winans personally apologized to her. She's been a member of Perfecting Church since 2013 and has given faithfully over the years and will continue to do so.
But for
Y'all heard what she said? She said that Sister Roberta has been a member since 2013 and has been giving faithfully every single year. How much of Roberta's retirement fund, 401k, and Social Security do y'all think that she has sown into the church? Only for her to get up there and be publicly embarrassed by her dear pastor. And of course, we had everybody run to the front of the line to defend this bullshit. Of course, we had other gospel artists and other pastors and everybody else from the gospel community. Of course, they ran to defend Marvin Winans because they are scammers too. So if one scammer gets seen in a bad light, we all get seen in a bad light. The church is the biggest scam. One of the biggest scams I think the world has ever seen. Aside from all the deplorable shit that goes on behind closed doors, that is. Aside from the morality issues that they suffer from with their deacons and their pastors doing all types of dirty shit, getting people in their congregation and young women pregnant. Aside from all of that, we have the financial part of this, which is the church has always been a grift. Don't matter what religion you in. The church has always been a grift. Pentecostal, Baptist, don't matter. All one and the same, with one goal in mind. To make pastor richer. Y'all know the kind of house Marvin Winans lives in? Now I know he's a recording artist too. He's from the Winans family. So I know he's a recording artist too. So I know he's gotten money from his writing and his records as well. But do y'all think the bulk of his money and the bulk and majority of his money came from records? No, it came from people like Roberta giving her hard-earned tax money, her retirement money, her SSI checks. Come from people like her handing over money to people like him so that he can complete the sanctuary of the church that he's been working on for over 20 years. Yo, if Umar is a scammer, there's no way in hell y'all can't see that this man is a scammer too. All of them. I don't want to be a part of no clergy. I don't want to be a part of no ministry that requires me to pay for my faith. You're supposed to do that in good deeds and good works, according to biblical passages. Your offering is supposed to be whatever you can give aside from those things that he told you to do and how to live your life. But we've taken this, especially in the black community. Not only in the black community, but especially in the black community. We turn to church and we've built this up as if it's some kind of grandiose idea that all of us should be doing and generously giving our money to so that we can pay for pastors' jets like Creflo Dollar. And we've been doing this for decades now. And then it's so bad to where we take our young people and our young boys, we get them caught up in it too. Y'all want to know where some of the sassiest little boys come from? They come from the black church. They come from I've seen more sassy sassy black men in the church than I've seen anywhere else. And I promise you, I put my hand to God and promise you that is my testimony. Accurate 1000%. I've seen more sassy black men in the church than I've ever seen anywhere else. Atlanta ain't got nothing on the black church. Nothing. And the crazy part of it is most of these pastors know who the sassy ones are. Why? Because they upstairs with him in the room. Now, y'all can take part in this if y'all want to and continue to go to these places and give your hard-earned money. You barely surviving on peanut butter sandwiches and crackers and saltines and shit. You barely surviving, barely making it. But you keep giving your money to pastor every 2 weeks faithfully because you think that it's going to give you or get you in a position to be blessed by God. If y'all don't wake the fuck up. There is no context that this can be placed in where this is okay. There is no context to where this can be placed in to where this is okay. There is no situation where they can explain this to me. I'll be like, oh, all right. Oh, I get it now. No. Wake up. Anyway, drop a comment down below if you so choose to. Let me know what y'all think. Have y'all been a member of a church before? Let me know what happened at your church. Let me get in y'all business a little bit. These motherfuckers will take every dime from you that they can and won't offer to help you in any kind of way. It's tons of church people struggling financially and otherwise. I know y'all remember when we had the Katrina disaster and all the other disaster, and Joel Osteen closed his doors. Then he opened them later, only after he was put in the limelight and had to face the media scrutiny. Why does the pastor need a multi-million-dollar home? Do y'all know where Marvin Winans lives? He lives off the water. His home has pillars in it and marble floors. I ain't lying. His home has pillars in it, decorative pillars, like from the Roman Empire, and marble floors. And he lives off the water. Do y'all think that his house is is worth anything less than $1 million? Come on now. Anyway, drop a comment down below. I'll holler at y'all later.